Let's get you some help on finding a family doctor. Many newcomers may not yet have a family doctor, and if you're one of them, check the College of Physicians and Surgeons or the London and District Academy of Medicine. You may also contact family doctors in your neighborhood. Some have openings, but don't list them with the college or the academy. You can also ask the settlement worker to give you the necessary information on finding a family doctor. If you're ill and don't have a doctor, go to a walk-in clinic in your neighborhood or the Urgent Care Centre at St. Joseph's Hospital or Bradley Medical Centre in South London. If you don't have your OHEP, that would be your Ontario Health Insurance Program card, you'll be charged per visit. Newcomers who come as landed immigrants are not covered by the Ontario Health Insurance for the first 90 days. It is recommended that they buy health insurance to cover them for this period. Refugee claimants, on the other hand, have temporary federal health coverage. If you live in the northeast area of the city and don't have a family doctor, you can call the London Intercommunity Health Centre.
We have a team of doctors. We have nurses, nurse practitioners, social workers, psychologists, psychiatrists, dietitian, food specialists. We have the diabetes clinic. We have the option clinic.
The Middlesex London Health Unit provides a number of programs for families and individuals. If you or your child need assistance with dental health and you're on social assistance or have low income, the Health Unit has programs that can help you. When you register, ask about the costs. The Health Unit also runs immunization clinics, and some vaccines are free and some others are not. To get more information on the costs, operation days, and the times, please call the Health Unit. Breastfeeding and well baby clinics are offered by public health nurses on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at different locations in the community. Nurses and health practitioners provide services at no cost to families with their newborns on breastfeeding support and also emotional and nutritional support, as well as information regarding infant and child growth and development and links to community resources. Now, if after giving birth to a child you feel anxious, sad, lonely, confused, or afraid of harming yourself or the baby, call the Hope Line at 519-672-4673 and speak to someone who can help you find the support program that you can attend absolutely free. In London, there are a number of hospitals. You can go to any of them if you or your family has an emergency, or if you or your family needs medical attention at particular times, such as early in the morning or very late at night. If you're in an emergency, call 911 to ask for police, fire, or the ambulance. We've listed all the hospitals in London in the contact information section at the end of this DVD. Now in Canada, families look for programs and services to continuously make their lives better. It doesn't mean they're not good parents, it just means they want to enjoy all the programs available to them. There are a number of parent support programs which are very useful for all families. Let's take a look at some of them. Child Reach is an early child development and parenting center. It is also the Early Years London North Centre. Child Reach provides play-based learning programs for children from birth to 6 years of age, and also for their families, with a full range of supports and services for parents, informal caregivers and home-based programs, and early childhood educators in childcare centres. A number of parenting programs run through Child Reach, such as the Parenting in Two Cultures, which is very popular among newcomers. But what is Parenting in Two Cultures? Well, here's Marg to tell you all about it.
There are 5 key messages for the Parenting in Canada, Raising Your Children in Two Cultures program. The first one, parenting is a skill. We can learn to raise our children with intention and non-judgment. The second one, speak your language, your first language, at home. Research shows that children learn best when they have a good foundation in their first language. The third key message, consider your values and your beliefs about raising a family. Use the best of your original culture and your new culture to raise your children. Talk and listen to your child. That's number 4. Communication is a key element to building relationships with your child. The 5th key message, don't use physical punishment with your children. Help your children learn desirable behavior and self-discipline. These are 5 key messages to raising children in Canada.
The Ontario Early Years Centres across London offer free parent workshops on different issues. Among them are how to talk to kids so kids will listen, raising confident girls, and raising children without raising your voice. Free childcare is provided for some of these workshops. Now, the Marymount Children's Centre, in addition to the Ontario Early Years programs, also runs specific programs for children with special needs. They offer overnight care depending on the condition of the family, but you do need to call for an appointment before you go. Now, Families First CAPC is a parental support group for Arabic-speaking women only, and it runs in the South London Neighbourhood Resource Centre and the Westminster area. Call them to register, and remember, all the information can be found at the end of this DVD. MAP Spanish is a mutual aid parenting program running 4 times a week at different locations. It provides free support for Spanish-speaking parents of children of all ages. And then there's the Middlesex London Health Unit. It offers some parenting programs for parents with children from birth through to their teenage years. It's important to seek help if you find your child is having any kind of challenges. Seeking help at an early stage is beneficial for you and your child. For assessment, treatment, and support, special needs families can call the following services. If you have a child who is autistic or has some physical disabilities or speech and language disorders, go to the Thames Valley Children's Centre. If you have a child with behavioral or emotional difficulties, you may go to Madame Vanier Children's Services. You'll need to call intake for an appointment.
Vanier is a children's mental health center, and what that means is that we work with children who are having emotional and behavioral difficulties, and we work with them and we work with their families. We work with children up to the age of 14 whose families live in London and Middlesex County.
If you think your child has some problems with speech and language development, you can call Type Talk for an assessment. Let's move on to social supports, which are different from parental supports. There are support groups such as the Women of the World, otherwise known as WOW. If you'd like to spend some time with groups from your culture, you can call the London Inter-Community Health Centre to find out information on current running groups. As we've seen from our review of many local services, residents in London can access most of these services for free or at a minimal cost. It is necessary for newcomer families to ask for information in order to have the knowledge they need about the services available to them. Knowledge creates awareness, which then leads to participation. And participation, in turn, creates a sense of belonging in the new country and the new culture and helps in the adjustment process. As a recent immigrant to Canada, I've learned that participation has great benefits. To mention a few, it decreases the sense of loneliness and we can make new friends. It decreases the cultural shock by becoming involved. I've come to know and understand the new culture. It paves the way to healthy adjustment and settlement. It helps to discover opportunities, and it helps in understanding to navigate through the system and find your way to employment and stability. By learning, playing, and growing together in London, we can live, strive, and succeed. Now, we hope you found this DVD to be of great benefit to you and your family as new immigrants in London. So if you know someone else who can make use of it, please pass it on. You can find copies of this DVD at Settlement Services, at your libraries, or at Child Reach. Thank you very much.